So back in 2022, I joined Ford South Africa on a little excursion to Thailand, and on this little expedition, one of the vehicles in question was the all-new Ford Ranger Raptor. Now the big news on the new Ranger Raptor was the 3-liter twin-turbo V6 petrol engine that would be replacing the bi-turbo 2-liter diesel engine. And on that occasion, they started up the V6 engine and it sounded glorious. It was brilliant, and you just knew that, hey, there's something on the way. However, I had to wait a couple of years before I could finally sample the bakkie, and now that opportunity is here. And after 120 kilometers and half a tank of fuel later, I can absolutely confirm that this is the most fun I've ever had in a bakkie. Yes, I know I'm gonna have to burn a few holes in my wallet, but that is fine. You buy this and you just know that you are going to have the most fun ever. So for 1.27 million rand, what do you get, and is it worth it? Let's find out. But before we do that, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's see what the Ford Ranger Raptor is all about. So let's begin with the exterior first. So first things first, it's a very aggressive design. So when you look from the front, you have this massive Ford logo, Ford badging on the grille, and this is specific to the Ranger Raptor. You have the high air intake, you have the steel bash plate at the bottom. Then when you come on over to the lights, you have these C-shaped LED headlights, like a C-cup bra. You have massive wheel arches, 17-inch rims wrapped in beard Goodrich 33-inch tires. These are the KO2 units. You have the cast aluminium side steps, and at the back you have the Raptor stickers and massive exhausts that make a glorious sound. These are literally what you want if you want to piss off your neighbors. I love it. So inside, the Ranger Raptor is typical Ford Ranger. You will get everything that you would in a Platinum, for example, the Ranger Platinum. However, there are a few subtle differences. For instance, you have the code orange accents. You have a Raptor specific steering wheel, paddles behind the steering wheel, and the seats are Raptor specific, but they come from the Ford Performance parts bin. Then just a few other things you should know about the interior. You have the auxiliary switches here on top, just like in the other Ranger models. You have a 12-inch infotainment screen. It's touchscreen and supports Ford Sync 4 with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have a wireless charger. You have USB and USB-C ports all over the cabin, and in the back you have ISOFIX points for a car seat, which we actually have. Now obviously the big news on the Ford Ranger Raptor is its new 3-liter twin-turbo V6 engine. This engine develops 292 kilowatts and 583 Newton meters. It's sent to a 4-wheel drive system, which can be used in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive through a 10-speed automatic transmission. And this is the same transmission that's used in other Ford Ranger products, the Ford Everest and also the Ford Mustang. Supporting all of this is a 2.5-inch Fox suspension system that is further supported by 272 millimeters of ground clearance. That is a lot, and it literally turns this bakkie into a high-flying off-road machine. Now you can change and alter the bakkie's driving characteristics through the drive mode selector, and you have various modes to choose from, including Buyer mode, which, as we should know by now, transforms the bakkie into an off-road beast. The front and rear differentials can be locked for improved off-road capabilities. But if you know what this bakkie is made for, the only place you would want to drive it is on gravel. That is where it's going to shine, that is where it's going to come into its own, and where you will get the most smiles and giggles. If what? Whoops! Okay, so I should probably speak a bit more, but why would you want to speak if you are driving this bakkie like this? This is an absolute beast. We are somewhere on a piece of gravel, and this is the most comfortable you are ever going to feel driving at speeds in a bakkie like this. That V6 petrol engine is a massive improvement over the bi-turbo diesel engine of the previous generation Raptor. And this is what we've been waiting for, this is what we wanted, this is what we asked Ford for, and Ford listened. So now obviously we have to ask the question, is 1.3 million rand worth it for a bakkie of this caliber? Yes. Yes. I don't care if we have to pay thousands in fuel every single month. It doesn't matter if the tires will cost you a ton of money every couple of months. This is what you want from a bakkie. This is what you need from a bakkie. This is what's going to put you to bed at night with a massive smile on your face. Your wife will thank you. Your kids will love you. You will be the hero of your own story. This is what the Ford Ranger Raptor does. It did for me, and I'm sure it will do the same to you. Yes. Yes. Yes.